How's it going, everybody? This video is going to talk about some thoughts of what the next Bioshock could be or should be. Just some thoughts I've been having in my head. Um, haven't really beat Bioshock Infinite yet due to my PlayStation 3 automatically, dying out on me. I had it since I had the big fat one, big fat PS3 that first came out in 2008. Pretty much, I talked to a GameStop retailer, a guy that works at GameStop. Pretty much said that's pretty much the length of the PS3. So about 5 years, close to 5 years. And I thought, it's pretty cool. Buying a $400 game system for 5 years is pretty cool. So I'm getting a new PS3 next month, the 250 gig. I just need a new one so I can just enjoy and beat this game and get ready for The Last of Us. So pretty much I haven't really beat Bioshock Infinite. I heard the ending was amazing and the game is just wonderful. So that got me thinking, what should the next Bioshock be? If there is going to make another Bioshock, pretty much I think they are. But there's three, pretty much in a trilogy. There should be, three different types of games, three games in the series. I think they're going to do one more extra one just in case. Just because it's very popular and it's a good franchise. So I think they're going to have a couple more. Now, you got from the Bioshock 1, which took a shooter to a whole different level, actually giving it a good story. You don't really see it in shooters no more. You got Call of Duty, you got Battlefield. They got some good shooting aspects, and the storyline is, I'll say, pretty much decent between the two. Battlefield 3 storyline was not good at all. It was I feel like it was rushed, and it was like you can beat the story in about like 5 hours or so. Pretty much storylines from shooters has been delayed and has been not that good. So Bioshock came and just threw everything out of the water and brought something fresh to the shooter franchise. uh it's something very new, something you didn't really see often, and that's pretty much why Bioshock 1 is a classic. It will be remain classic to the end of time. It has stuff from inventing new weapons, inventing new ammo, which I thought was pretty cool. And it had a plasma in one hand, which is like a power, and a weapon in the other. But I think it's pretty cool with the story. You had Andrew Ryan, who built Rapture under the water, and it's just all these fundamentals that make this game very creative, very good. Now, Bioshock 2, it wasn't better than the first one, but it was still kind of good to play with. The gameplay wise, instead of having, one, one hand for the plastic, one hand for the weapon, you got both of it, so you got dual weapons right there. A lot of craziness, a lot of combinations you can do. The storyline wasn't really as good. Andrew Ryan was the top guy, the top villain for the first one. Pretty much. I'm not trying to say no spoilers. He's absent from this game, and they replaced him with Lamb. You still got some when you pick up the radio, and pretty much the radio around Rapture, which tells stories what happened in Rapture to give you that little keep you thinking, give you that little deeper information. You see him, Andrew Ryan, and Lamb just talking about some recent things that happened before Rapture actually became what Rapture is. Like, it went straight to hell. So it was pretty cool. The gameplay wise, it improved a lot. Story wise, it went back a stage. It was still very good, decent, and they added a multiplayer just for a little touch up. That multiplayer was not that bad. It was pretty good. They sort of, you could say it's kind of like Call of Duty, but it's not. It got the little reward sheets at the end of the rounds and at the end of the lobbies. It's pretty much like Call of Duty was racking it down, but pretty much you got their own little twists with it. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I really was glad that they took out Bioshock, the multiplayer from Bioshock Infinite. It was rumored that they was gonna do online, and that's pretty much what the delays were for. Good thing they didn't, because I don't think this game really need the multiplayer. The single player is very good enough, and also they having DLC, which can span on that. So it's like 3 DLCs for the price of $20 right now. It's pretty much limited time. So 3 DLCs, you get new characters, new skins, not new skins, new weapons, new stories. So it's pretty cool. A very good addition. So I was thinking about where should the next Bioshock be at. Now you got the first two underwater. You got Infinite and the Sky. Um, where should the next Bioshock be at? If it's like it was, if it's doing what Bioshock 1 and 2 did, Bioshock 1 was underwater, and it went. Second one was underwater as well. Should the fourth one be in the air? Now, there's a good thing and bad thing about that. The first one, we didn't know what we was getting to. We didn't know how scary it was going to be because it's the first game. After we seen that, we already know what the taste of the second one was going to be because pretty much it was being in Rapture still underwater. So we're not very as scared or very surprised like we was in the first one because it's the first game in the series. Now, and what happened in the second one is you got a lot of familiar places because you've been there before, but they added some twist in there, a lot of different areas, so it's pretty cool. But you still got the little tension. You're not very scared. You're not very afraid like you was in the first one. I'm not saying you were afraid, but pretty much Rapture in the first one was a very brand new experience. So the second Bioshock, or Bioshock Infinite, or whatever the next Bioshock they're gonna call it, if it takes place in the air, pretty much we might see the same stuff, but we might see different things, new weapons, new characters, and stuff like that. I was thinking about they should do it in a different area. Um, they could do it, you know, first two, first two Bioshocks are in underwater. Bioshock Infinite's in the air. So why about do it local? What I mean in the middle. Pretty much like let's do it in different states. Do it in different countries. Do it on land. I thought it was pretty cool. Good example would be probably Virginia. You got the Battle of Yorktown. You got little battle stations and Virginia, Virginia Museum of History Museum. You got a whole bunch of stuff. So I was just like, why not do that? You can do one in California. You can do one probably somewhere in Maine, Texas. I mean, it's kind of weird. You can do a lot of things local wise. So pretty much next Bioshock, if where it's going to take place at, it's probably going to take place in the sky again, like Bioshock 2 did with underwater. But I don't know. Probably after that one, she can do it. In the states. Virginia's a good place. Memorable place. Same thing as Texas. States that have a lot of good history, and probably go to a different country like Asia, um, and Europe that has very good cultures. Different cultures. So just mixing up around. Pretty much that's all to say. That's my thoughts. What Bioshock can go to. What my thoughts what Bioshock can go to. These are Bioshock can go anywhere from now. Very good franchise, and just hope it can prove on better. And that's my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Kate likes, comment, subscribe. And what y'all guys think? Should Bioshock Infinite be still, or Infinite 2, or when the next Bioshock should be in the air? Should it be in localized in the States? Should it be in a different country? I'm just doing brainstorming. I was gonna say space, but Dead Space sort of have that, but it will be different. It will be a different element with Bioshock, so I don't know. They can, but Dead Space pretty much have that there. So that's all to say. I'm KCB3, and as always, have a wonderful day.